Welcome back, family and friends, to another episode. I've been away for a while, so it's a little tricky. I'm trying to get all the words back in my head. Been on sabbatical, been on vacation, in solidarity with a very good friend of mine, Lilith Morgan. She just had her last treatment of three that she was supposed to have for something that she's going through. And I just want to let her know that we're all praying for you. We love you and we thank you for your contribution to this whiskey community and everything that you do. Today, I'm going to be talking about Coy Hill. Um, it, it's hard to talk about it. It's hard to like review it. I went through a lot of things in my head on what I was going to talk about as far as this. And then a friend of mine gave me a sample bottle of a higher proof, and I thought, well, why don't I just do a comparison and see if there's a difference between the higher proofs and the lower proofs. And so that's what I'm doing today. That's all I'm doing is I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna taste these. I have the actual ones that they belong to. The sticker on the bottom to let me know what it is. Don't know what they are, but I'm gonna pick. Do I prefer the higher proof hazmat or do I prefer the lower proof hazmat? I don't know. We're gonna have to figure that out. We're gonna figure that out together. Now these are Coy Hills are their special release, or for at least for this 2021 year when it came out. Um, Everybody went crazy and decided that they were gonna freaking go to the stores, buy as many as they could when they could do that, if they could do that, and then when those little stores would get them, they would price hike them like no other. And I was fortunate enough to have a good friend who owns his own liquor store, and he was able to go ahead and give me at least a better price than what a lot of people out there were charging, and I appreciate him for that. So, and I don't want to say his name because if anybody knows who he is, then I don't want them going over there saying, "Well, what about me? I buy stuff here." So, anyways, all that aside, what's so special about this Coy Hill? Well, it's again their special release. Last year they had the single barrel proof rye, and that was all the rage. People were fighting over those bottles too, looking for those bottles. They're hard to find now because it was last year's release, or actually 2020. Today we're in 2022, but yeah. So here we are with a Coy Hill and a sample bottle. One of these is 146.4 proof, and the other is 140.1. So right at the barely hazmat point, you know, zero point 0.1 over 140, 140 and above is considered to be hazmat. Now this is Jack Daniel's, so they still use their charcoal filtering. It is at 80% corn, 12% malted barley, and 8% rye. And I'm just lucky, fortunate, whatever you want to call it, to be able to do this review and tell you what I think of them, a brief summary of what I think of them. And yeah, so before I get into that, let me go off topic. I mean, it's been so long, so I'm going to go ahead and go off topic. This Saturday, myself, I get to battle Jeffrey Wack here on this channel. So make sure you come back, check that out. Me and Jeffrey Wack are going to be battling. That's going to be 5 Pacific time zone here in the United States for anybody outside the United States. And then on Sunday, Adriana will be battling together, so on Livewire Whiskey. So make sure you tune into that. And then on Monday, I sent a flight over to the whiskeychannel.com, and they are going to do a flight because we got to figure out if they're bougie or not bougie. So I sent them a bougie flight and somewhat of a not bougie flight. So they're going to try to decipher which ones they prefer, and then at the end of it, we're going to figure out whether or not they're bougie or not. All that aside, back on topic. I just noticed because these are supposed to be 9 years, and a lot of people don't know. But I guess if they just look on the tag, they'll figure out that it is a 9-year stated bottle because it tells you when it was barreled, and then it tells you when it actually was bottled. I just realized that this is another bottle that was barreled or bottled on my son's birthday. That's so crazy. I have a smoke wagon that's also bottled on his birthday too. That is crazy. So this is probably another one of these bottles that me and my boy are going to be able to share together and talk about, whenever he comes over and hangs out. This is one probably kind of burn those taste buds. But anyways, okay, all that aside, we all know what Jack Daniels is. We all know that they do have great whiskeys that come out. Some of them people talk about, about like maybe number 7, Jack Daniels number 7. They don't speak highly of it and stuff like that. But you know what? I appreciate all whiskeys and what they offer. When you're comparing something like this to another whiskey, it's kind of hard to do unless they're at the same proof point, unless they were made the same way, unless they were all factors when comparing. It's not really a comparison when they're not of the same. But I mean, you can compare what you like better, what you prefer, but in actuality, it's really hard because people have different palates, people like different things, and that's the beauty of this community. That's the beauty of being able to taste these whiskeys, appreciate them for what they are. And I definitely gonna appreciate this one. And now I'm gonna go ahead and go in on the nose on the first one, glass A. Let me show you what they look like here. You probably won't be able to tell the difference in color. This one does seem maybe slightly darker. Okay. Very, very, very slight, darker color. Still both amber, copper colored. Really, really nice, beautiful color to them. I'm going to go in on the nose. You get a hint of cinnamon. Very rich, very dark flavors coming through. I don't get too many fruity notes. You do get the alcohol because again, one of these is 146, one of these 140. Both of them extremely high. So do get some type of molasses on the nose. Very, very nice aroma, very rich. You could tell that you're going to be in for an experience. Glass B here. Now this one, for some reason, has a different tone to it on the aroma. I get a little bit more alcohol on it. So if I had to choose off the nose, I'd probably say maybe it's the higher proof one because the higher alcohol smell coming from it. You do get some weird aroma, like I don't want to say like a crayon, but I mean it is. There's like a crayon smell to it on this one, not this one. Well, now I get it on this one. Now that I smelt that one and it was so prominent, now I get it on this one. But both of them are very nice, though. Very rich, very nice. This one slightly richer. Maybe that darker color is doing something for it. I don't know. Very nice. I'm gonna go ahead and go on the taste. Cheers, everybody out there. Cheers to Lilith. Instant Tennessee hug right in the chest. Very warm, very rich, coats the mouth very well. Very, very nice. Very nice flavors. Now I've had this one, I've had them both. Um, this 146 proof, I had it outside. It was really cold. It was hard for me to grasp any flavors from it. And this one I had here. So, that was me going in for a second drink. I just didn't tell you, if you didn't notice. Yeah, just a really rich flavor. You get the cinnamons. You get a hint of maple syrup. There's a slight dark chocolate note to it. It's just a really nice flavors that come through. Really, really warming in the chest cavity area in this region here. So if you're looking for something to sip on all day, probably wouldn't be able to do it with this one because of the high ABV on it. But it is something maybe as a nightcap, something to finish off the night. Very nice, very warming. If you're out in the cold and then you're drinking this, again, I taste it, but you won't get so much of the flavors for me. But you will get that warming sensation throughout your body. One thing to know about these, is that these ain't the only proofs that they come out in. Like this one's 140.1, this one's 146.6, but they do range from 137.4 to 148.3. So these ain't even the highest or the lowest of the offerings that come in with Jack Daniels. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go in on the second one and tell you what I think about this one. Cheers, everybody. There's a lot more spice on this one than there was on this one. That's weird. Again, the higher alcohol sensation, the higher, but the weird thing is that there's less of a burn. Maybe because I just drank this one, but those same flavors are coming through, exact same flavors. I could, like, if I like now, I couldn't distinguish what the differences are between the two as far as 146 and 147, other than this one warmed the chest instantly. This one, you get that alcohol, but it doesn't. It seems easier to drink, but it smells the alcohol aroma that comes from it. Kind of would tell me that it was a higher proof, but it actually doesn't drink that way. Wow. That's a tough one. What would I prefer? Well, they're both warming. They're both tasty. They're both rich in flavor. I think I just did this video for no reason, just so that I can taste both of them and tell you guys how great they are. But this one has a little bit more flavor, just a little bit. As I just drank it right now, it kind of, flavor-wise, it kind of overpowered this one right here. But still very nice. Still very nice. This one just seems a little richer, just slightly richer in flavor. This one's really good. Really good. Can't go wrong with either one. So run out and go get one. I'll wait. Okay. Nah. Um, I think they're good. Are they worth $70? $70? Uh, Hell's yeah. $70. It's a buy all day. But unfortunately, they're not being sold for $70. They're already out there on secondary, and those prices went crazy. Like I said before, they went crazy as soon as they hit the market. So, if you're lucky enough to find it and you see it and you're thinking, should I get it? I mean, that's kind of hot. Grab it. Grab it, buy it, hold on to it, hug it. For secondary prices, that is a tough one. It depends on the secondary price. I'm going to be honest. Because I paid a secondary price for it. Not a crazy amount. Not anything that I wouldn't buy in some of these bottles that I have already. So I don't consider it a crazy buy for me. But some people out there might consider it a crazy buy. So think about it. Think about what it is that you would want in a whiskey. This is pretty darn good. Really tasty. Really nice. So before I keep going on and on over and over again about what it is that this is, I'm going to go ahead and just enjoy the rest of these off camera and let you guys ponder on why the heck did this video mean nothing. Because there's really no clear winner. I mean, you can't go wrong with either. I'll just say what I think. I think this one right here, even though I smell the alcohol on this one, I think this one is the higher proof one. And I know it isn't always a fact that you're going to get richer flavors and tones and stuff from a higher proof. I just feel like this would be the higher proof, even though I got more of an alcohol aroma, kind of a alcohol taste to it. Not too bad. Still really nice. Still really rich in flavor and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm calling this one the 146. And it is. This is 146. And then this is the 140. So there you have it, folks. If you see it, can't tell you to buy it, but I would. I wouldn't buy it for those secondary prices. Again, not telling you to do that. Definitely not. But if you see it at Costco or you see it at any of these other places that just somehow it pops into their stores and they don't know what they got, buy it. And then tell a friend to go get one for themselves, because it is a really nice drink. It is a special release. Just like last year's Jack Daniel's Bear Proof Rye, this is a special release. So grab it, and there you go. Well, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Please hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you tell a friend, tell a Mundo, tell anybody. I don't know who Mundo is, but tell them anyways to like and subscribe to this channel. Help me grow this channel into to you, part of you. So thank you, appreciate you all, love you guys. Thank you for your time, and prayers again going out to Lilith. We're all behind you here. Get well soon. Last treatment done. That's over with. Let's start moving forward. Can't wait to see you guys. Got some Coy Hill to drink once you get down here to my area, so that I can drive you guys out there to Las Vegas, if that's what's going to happen. So appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody out there. Love you. Have a great night.